record-breaking 26 million votes, that is the number currently haunting the music industry as we move into the second quarter of 2026. For decades, the blueprint for a real superstar was set in stone by icons like Jennifer, but a massive shift is occurring that has left the old guard scrambling for answers. The rise of Roberts hasn't just been a success story, it's been a total disruption of the Hollywood hierarchy. Tonight, we are digging into the whispers of a changing of the guard that started on a television stage, but has since moved into closed-door boardroom meetings and cryptic social media deletions. Is the legendary Jennifer facing an unprecedented career crossroads just as a new king claims the throne? The evidence suggests that what we're seeing isn't just a passing of the torch, but a full-scale takeover that has industry insiders questioning everything they thought they knew about longevity and loyalty in the spotlight. They said the era of the blockbuster TV star was dead, but they didn't account for a PE teacher from Mississippi with a voice that could shatter glass. When Roberts walked onto the American Idol stage in 2025, no one predicted he would become a statistical anomaly. By the time the finale rolled around, the voting tallies were unlike anything the producers had seen in over a decade. Sources close to the production claim the sheer volume of engagement actually caused a temporary glitch in the digital voting systems. This wasn't just a win, it was a mandate from the public. Its debut single, Heel, didn't just climb the charts, it bypassed the traditional gatekeepers and went straight to the top of the global streaming lists within hours. But as the 2026 season of his career kicks into high gear, the narrative is shifting from his talent to his influence. He has managed to maintain a level of organic connection that PR firms would pay millions to replicate. While most winners of these competitions face a slow decline in relevance after the confetti falls, his trajectory is actually accelerating. He's transitioned from a reality contestant to a media mogul in record time, launching a podcast in April 2026 that has already secured some of the most high-profile guests in the business. The effect is real, and it's creating a vacuum that is pulling energy away from established icons who have dominated the space for 20 years. This sudden surge in power has placed him directly in the path of the very woman who helped discover him, leading many to wonder if the industry is big enough for two voices of this magnitude. This surge in popularity was the spark that ignited a fire no one saw coming. It was supposed to be a standard promotional interview, but the moment the music started, the air in the room changed completely. When Roberts appeared on the Jennifer Show, the audience expected a polite exchange between a mentor and a student. What they got instead was a vocal clinic that left the host visibly stunned. Viewers at home pointed out that Jennifer's reaction wasn't just the standard surprised face she makes for guests. There was a flicker of something else in her eyes, perhaps the realization that she was looking at her most formidable competition. The clip of their impromptu duet has since become one of the most analyzed videos of the year, with vocal coaches and body language experts dissecting every second. Some argue that control and power actually forced Jennifer to pull back, a rarity for a singer known for her big voice persona. This moment served as the catalyst for the winner versus real superstar debate that has taken over social media. Began to circulate that the atmosphere backstage was tense, with some suggesting that the production team had to edit out certain segments where the competitive energy became too palpable. It wasn't long after this broadcast that Jennifer's social media activity began to change, becoming more introspective and at times cryptic. This encounter was the first public sign that the dynamic between the legend and the newcomer had shifted from collaboration to something much more complex. It set the stage for a series of events that would leave fans worried about the future of their EGOT winner. Just as was reaching his peak, a series of dark headlines began to swirl around Jennifer, leaving her global in a state of panic. In early 2026, the internet was set ablaze by reports of sad news regarding the legendary singer. While the specific details remained elusive, the wording used in various industry reports suggested a significant setback or a devastating update that had forced a change in her schedule. Fans noticed that Jennifer seemed to be pulling back from the public eye just as was leaning into it. These coincided with the news that her recent tour was seeing unforeseen adjustments, a term often used in the industry to hide low ticket sales or internal conflict. The contrast was jarring, was selling out arenas and breaking podcast records, while the woman who paved the way for him was suddenly the subject of concerning speculation. Some insiders suggest that the sad news wasn't a health issue, but rather a professional realization that the landscape had changed too quickly for her to keep up. There are whispers that a major deal she was instead diverted to a younger, more current artist, with many assuming that artist was Roberts himself. This digital fallout has created a divide in the community, with longtime fans clashing with the army. The mystery surrounding her status has only added fuel to the fire, as she continues to post messages about resilience and starting over while Star continues its vertical climb. This period of uncertainty has led many to believe that a major announcement is looming, one that could change the face of the music industry forever. While the public sees a friendship, the bank statements and contract negotiations tell a story of a silent war for the top spot. In the world of high-stakes entertainment, there is only so much room at the summit, and right now, Roberts is taking up a lot of space. His recent move to host the official American Idol podcast and take on a larger role within the franchise has been seen by some as a direct challenge to the veterans of the show. Industry analysts point out that represents a more cost-effective and digitally native version of the superstar model that Jennifer perfected. This isn't just about who can sing better, it's about who can sell better in 2026. Jennifer's recent projects, while critically acclaimed, haven't moved the needle with the younger demographic in the ways have. This has led to a perceived fatigue around her brand, something that even the most loyal fans are starting to acknowledge. The controversy intensified when it was revealed that had been approached for a role that was originally to be Jennifer's. Whether this was a case of the student outshining the teacher or a deliberate move by executives to refresh the brand is still a matter of heated debate. The tension is no longer just a fan theory, it's being reflected in how these two stars are being marketed, is being positioned as the future, while the language around Jennifer is increasingly shifting toward legacy. For an artist as young and vibrant as being labeled a legacy act can be a professional kiss of death. This silent war for relevance is reaching a breaking point, and the fallout could be explosive. Just when it seemed like a total eclipse was inevitable, a new piece of information surfaced that turned the entire rivalry narrative on its head. As the fallout reached a fever pitch, a surprising development occurred in the Nashville and Los Angeles recording circuits. Sources claim that despite the perceived tension, and Jennifer have been spotted at the same high-security studio multiple times over the last month. This has sparked a new wave of speculation. Are they actually working on a joint project designed to save both their careers? The idea of a superstar versus winner collaboration could be the ultimate PR, turning a potential rivalry into a historic musical event. However, some skeptics believe these meetings aren't about music at all, but rather legal discussions regarding brand overlap and passing the baton agreements. The drama took another turn when a leaked memo suggested that a major streaming platform is looking to produce a documentary about this exact transition in the industry. Whether this is a bridge-building exercise or a final farewell for one of them remains to be seen. The stakes couldn't be higher, for a collaboration could give him the legend status he craves. But for Jennifer, it could be seen as an admission that she can no longer carry the weight of the industry alone. The narrative is constantly evolving, and as we move into the summer of 2026, the world is watching to see if these two powerhouses will collide or coalesce. The story of Roberts and Jennifer is more than just a chart battle. It is a reflection of how we consume fame in the modern era. We have seen the real superstar face the ultimate test against the new winner, and the results have been anything but predictable. As the headlines continue to buzz with devastating news and record-breaking victories, we are left to wonder if the concept of a star has changed forever. Is it possible that in our rush to find the next big thing, we are discarding the legends who built the house in the first place? Or is this simply the natural order of the entertainment world, where every voice eventually finds its echo? One thing is certain, whether it's through a shocking collaboration or a definitive split, the events of 2026 have the rules of the game. The question remains, when the music stops, who will be the one left standing under the spotlight?